Hey guys, so some updates I wanted to run you through. Something we were able to take advantage of last service for Easter was something called the show option on this board. And it's going to allow us the opportunity to be able to make changes in our sound check on one snapshot versus another. Now, when I say that, am already kind of stepping in a direction that's not correct. It's not technically going to be called snapshots when you're working with shows. They're called snippets. And so when we get into working through our show, you'll see what I mean as I talk through it. But so when we first open up our library, it always ends up looking like this, right? Library comes up with this. We're going to go to library and we're going to go to shows. We got redemption shows, and Sunday morning is kind of going to be kind of our basic show. We'll open that. And then now here, song 1, I got 5 basic songs kind of loaded in as like a basic snapshot. And so what we'll see is we'll go to song 1, see how it's called snip. That's a snippet. It's not a snapshot, which I know snapshot is just a different term for what we're working with. A snapshot is something that would be saved under a different category, but a snippet is something we'd be using under the show category. So we'll as you get into it, you'll learn more and more why that matters. But right now, just try to think to your mind that snippets are for shows. Snapshots are in and of themselves a different thing. So when we load up that Sunday morning show, and then it'll bring up this page with the different snippets of the songs, we will go to the first song and go load and confirm. And now we have our new layout. And then we can make adjustments. Like we're going to set all of our levels on how we want things on the first song. And then let's say the whole entire service is not needing to change anything. That's fine. You just stay on this first song. But let's just say that maybe there is a change. Maybe the keyboard changed one of the pads on it, and now all of a sudden there's a lot more gain on this song versus the last song, especially since Quincy likes to change pads a lot, which is really cool, but it does make a little bit of work for us to try and make sure we're keeping the levels, the gain the same, the compression the same. So, and maybe you want the fader at a different level in that song. You can go through and make those adjustments, and then simply when you go to the song 2, you would go into the snippets and you would update song 2 for how you want it. And then you say confirm, and then it would override that. And then if you go to song 3 and you want to change everything on it, you would go update and then confirm it, and then it would save all those things. So the cool thing about it is that when we have it like that, let's say we make a change here on song 1, we're going to bring the blue fader up, and we got maybe a little bit of green a little lower because it's a backup vocal, and same thing with the yellow. And we're going to update that snippet. Okay, cool. Now we're updated. We're right there. But now song 2, all of a sudden, let's say we have this individual is no longer the lead vocals, but now the green is. And actually maybe this one's just out, and we decided that it'd be better to drop that fader. Now we can go to song 2 and update it. Cool. Now, if we want to load song 1 back up, all of a sudden we're back to where we were. And if we want to load song 2, we see we have our faders where they were. Now, I know that seems like a lot of work. Like, I'm not going to go all the way into this screen and do that work. So I made an adjustment over here on the very corner. Over here, you'll see we got go previous scene, go next scene. So if these 2 buttons are your buttons. So if I go previous scene, there we go. That's song 1. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go next. We got song 2. And then song 3. So I can just push those buttons and it'll change from scene to scene without much work at all on our part. So a good sound check, getting everything set, updating our scenes. I know it's gonna take a little bit getting up to speed, but once we get this down, we're gonna be money. Okay, so that's one video. I'm gonna send you guys another one.